This is the plan for this campaign. So at first, I'm going to flip this to campaign. And no lord will be a lieutenant of each other, because anyway, the marshals are in position. So on the Teutonic side, it's going to be Knod, who is going to spend his 4 command actions to get there. Then Knod again, he's going to be the one to get supplies, because at first, in winter, he doesn't have any sleds, so he's going to have to discard these provenders and have another lord share with him to be fed the first command card. But then after that, he's going to be able to supply, because forage there will give only 1 provender per command action. But since his seats are over here in a short enough distance, this is how far away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 2 seats. Knod got 2 seats shorter than 6 steps by sled from this place. And if I take into account the sleds of the other lords present, he's going to be able to reach them, and that will be able to give him 2 provenders per command action. So Knod is going to be the one to supply on provender once he's already there. And then, once this is done, Andreas will play. He's got 3 command actions, and he's going to move there, take this trade route, and start the siege. And then start to build up a little bit of siege works in that place. On the Teutonic side, for this siege, I don't think I am going to be able to starve the Karelians, because they have a lot of coins by themselves. There is a lot of coins in the Vichy box, and he's got plenty of provender. He's got like 5 provenders, and he only gets to feed 1 per feeding. So he's not going to disband this way, even if his service marker is right on the next box. However, he doesn't have a lot of troops. So if I can build enough siege works, and I am going to be able to do that with 3 lords in this place when the siege capacity is 3, so I'm going to be able to build up more siege works, and then once I have like 3 or 4 siege works, it will be much easier for the Teutonic lords to start a storm and to beat both the garrison and the Karelians inside, and then remove the Karelians for the whole game. But that is going to take a little bit longer. Maybe the siege will happen in the second box of early winter, in the box 12. So I'm going to see how that turns out. On the Russian side, the first most important thing to happen is that I want Domash to move here. He's going to have 3 command actions at first, and he's going to be 1, 2, 3. Yes, he's going to be able to reach the siege at Pskov with his 4 sleds and 4 provenders, and that is going to be welcome at this siege, at this place. And once he's there, his 4 sleds are going to be very useful to make the link between Pskov and Novgorod to supply. However, things are hurting a little bit on the Russian side, because there's a famine event in place during this campaign. So each supply card will give only 1 provender. So I guess I'm going to spend as much provender as possible during this campaign, because the supply will not give me back enough provender as I would want to. So I will use the 3 other command actions to build up as much siege works as possible. And the strategy is quite the same. I want to build as much siege work as possible, and then storm when the siege work is strong enough. Yeah, so maybe next turn, I am going to supply a little bit more from Novgorod, but I don't want to do it too much on this campaign because of the famine event. But I will need provender to feed when I build a siege work. So 3 lords are there. Alexander has 3 provender. Domash has 4, but he's going to have 3 once he arrives. So I will be able to build the siege works more only 2 times. So it will be discard and discard, and here I guess I will have no choice but to supply despite the famine, and then get only 1 provender for the whole command card. So this is what is going to happen on the Russian side. So let's see how this turns out. Let's go.